says the sea arises up in waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. And the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power.
All of it, man. See, they gonna be messed up too. That water gonna be hot. The nukes in the water is gonna warm that water up. Ain't nothing gonna live but Leviathan. You know what I mean?
He's only built for it.
Yeah, he built for it.
He's built for nuclear destruction.
Yeah.
That's why it says the scales, one cannot go under another one. And it says, for strong. It says, for strong.
That's the news.
For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow.
Strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. Go ahead.
His arrows that are shooted are sharp.
Sharp. Go ahead.
And shall not miss.
Yeah, shall not miss. So, them missiles that are going to be shot from Russia, Iran, China, they will hit their mark. You got to remember, Russia has right now in their arsenal somewhere around like 6,900 missiles, man. America has somewhere around like 6,800, 6,900. You got all them other countries, like China has 300, Iran got like 150, Pakistan got like 125. You gotta remember, they all gonna be shooting those damn missiles at the same time. So your defense system will not be able to stop all those missiles coming at you at once, man. Go ahead.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
They will not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, man. This is prophecy, man. You know, this is prophecy. Something that the fucking Quran doesn't have, man. No prophecy in the Quran, man. Ain't no prophecy. This is what you look for. Whenever you read any of them other books, man, see if it's got prophecy in it. Talk about the end times, man. And how we're going to get up out of here and how it's going to be destroyed, man. How we're going to get out of this captivity that we in, man. Oh my God. Because this man not going to let us just go, man. He's smarter than that, man.
So
this shit has to be taken, man. It has to be by blood, man. We shedded our blood to get this place, and we got to shed his blood to get it back.
It says here's the patience and the faith of the saints. It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
They're going to be shot in the stratosphere, man. From this troposphere into the mesosphere, stratosphere, right? And they're gonna take approximately 30 minutes, man, or less, to get from one end of the earth to the other, man. Straight plutonium and uranium, man.
Megatons.
You know, that being that head being the lion and that tail being the serpent. Give me that Revelation. You know where it's at? 9th chapter.
And it says, and not return again until they come upon the earth.
They're not going to return again, and they're going to be guided by a missile-guided system, which is all the spirit. Y'all, my shit outside. The spirit is going to be in the missiles, man. They're going to hit their mark, man, which is Babylon, a.k.a. America, man. Go ahead.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out. Go ahead.
Till it consume the foundations of the earth.
So it consume the foundations of the earth, foundations of America, man. It's other parts of the other countries will be getting hit here and there, but America gonna be totally wiped out, man. You know? Go ahead.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backwards.
Like I said, when an archer shoot an arrow, it's not a boomerang. So these missiles are not going to be boomerangs, they're arrows. That's what John saw in the Revelation. They look like arrows, they sound like horses, man. Go ahead.
Like as arrows which is shot of a...
Ezra saw his arrows.
Like as an arrow which is shot of its mighty archer, returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
It shall not return again, man, because it's going to be total destruction in this place, man. Total annihilation and desolation of America, man. A.K.A. Babylon, A.K.A. Egypt, man. Y'all great melting pot. Well, all these other countries that came and got money in here and they took care of their families off the backs of this place, man. We did all the fucking hard work and they come right in and getting all the money. It tells you that, and it's part of the curse in Deuteronomy 28 and 43, man. These people came in and got over us, ahead of us, man. You know, we built this shit, man. The Negroes, Latinos, man, Native Americans, man. More than Negroes, Southern people. They took a lot of the Northern kingdom. They
woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
He said, who will deliver me in those days? This is like 500 BC. Ezra's telling you, if you can understand reincarnation, he's back here today, right now. He prophesied on one of these camps. You know? Who's going to deliver him in those days, man? Chariots, man. How about Chanel Shai? You know?
This is Revelation 9 and 15. On down it says, it says, and the 4 angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day.
And that's a season. That's a season of time, man. That's a season of time. So these things are set up to what? That's why it says what? To the elect be sealed. That's a season of time. All these missiles can't go off until what? The time clock is out. See that? That's what it's setting the tone of. It's prepared. When you prepare a meal, you can prepare a meal the night before. You can season something, prepare, and then you put it on the fire before the time that it's eaten, man. Keep going.
It says, and the month and the year for to slay the third part of man.
And the third part of man is talking about Esau, all right? It's talking about Esau, okay? That's what is going to destroy the third part of man. The landmass of America is going to be utterly destroyed in this third world war, man. Why do you keep talking about Russia, China? All these other nations are going to shoot thermonuclear weapons on this place, man. There's not going to be no remaining of this land. And what the missiles don't get, the angels are going to clean up. Like the brother read earlier, the Lord's ship is the size of a mountain, man. What do you think is going to come out of that mountain, man? Nothing nice. The time of partying, living vicariously, not believing in the Most High, that time is over, man. That's why you people enjoy it now, because it ain't gonna be too much longer, man. America is $20 trillion in debt, man. You can't pay it back. We waiting on this financial crisis to happen, then the mark of the beast, then the third world war is gonna be simultaneous, man. Back to back to back, and you ain't gonna have us out here to look at and be pointing a finger at. We ain't gonna be out here, man. We gonna be harbored somewhere when the Most High preserves us in that time, man. Go ahead,
and it says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
Millions, man. You're gonna have millions of arsenals coming up on this earth, man. 200 million arsenals gonna be shot off and going this. You got megatons, you got all types of different sporadic missiles, man. All of them are gonna be shot off, man. Every little torpedo missiles. Russia just came out with Poseidon. Poseidon is an unstoppable underwater nuclear missile, man.
Yep.
So it's gonna hit those shores and knock it out, man. Go ahead,
and it says,
hold on, bro. No, go ahead. Your cow got it on his camera. Go ahead.
It says, and I heard the number of them.
Come on.
And thus I saw the horses.
And he described them as horses, man. That's what he described, because the word horse means power. So he's seen them coming with power, man. Analogies, metaphors. He could have seen them as horses, but now today we know the understanding. That's why the apostles say what? We know more than what they did.
Right.
We know them as what? They're not horses, they're missiles, man. They didn't have the word to describe a modern day missile. Read it again, Baba Shah.
And thus I saw the horses.
The horses, the missiles, keep going.
In the vision.
In a vision. He's seen it in a vision, man. The Lord might have made him see a missile or might have made him see a horse. But the meaning of it is talking about these thermonuclear weapons that's getting ready to be shot, man. Keep going,
It says, and them that sat on them. Having breastplates of fire.
He's talking about the scripts. He's describing the body of that missile, man. Keep going.
And of
Jasper.
Jason. And brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions.
Because that's what is called a warhead. A warhead. What did he describe described as Esau a lion. When lions came up, he described them as what? Lions be wartime. So that's a lion is going into the warhead of that missile, man. A devoured. Because when that warhead touches America, it's over, man. It's over. There ain't no running. Ain't no talking about you cool. I got money in the bank account. You gonna be devoured, man. Poor, rich, bond free. Chip. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and out of their mouth issue fire.
Out of their mouth issue fire. Because when those thermonuclear weapons hit the planet Earth, they bust into flames, man. Because you got the plutonium and you got the rods, man. If the fuel, it's called fuel. What's the fuel burns, man. Keep going.
It says, and smoke and brimstone.
Because it's gonna cause, what happens when they, look, it causes smoke to come up, man. Pitch. All that is going to come up in a cloud and it's going to form a mushroom cloud.
That pushes that pressure, that makes it a wind.
Exactly.
It makes it, it's like when that pressure, when it pushes up, it's like reverse action, and that pushes, what's at the bottom, gets pushed forward like a wind. Yeah.
It sucks it up and then it pushes it back out, man. It causes a funnel, man.
Yeah.
That's why, because these thermonuclear weapons, man, have been engineered by the Most High. You're not going to have a thermonuclear museum that you go and say, look at these missiles. Why do you think they have them on the planet Earth, man? They're getting ready to hit, man. Hey, you believe in this, my man? You believe that this thing is coming on the planet Earth? You hope not. Why you hope not? You like the Earth the way it is? You like being called a nigga, man? You like being called under your enemy, man? You see what these police doing to our people, shooting them down in the street like dogs, man?
It ain't gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop, man. How many hundreds of years have we given this so-called white man time to change, man? It ain't coming. You can only you said what? Exactly, bro. So this right here this is your exit plan, my man. Because this is the Most High fighting for you. This right here, this missile, these things are gonna be our exit plan. Keep going, bro. We reading out the King James Version Bible, man. It's getting ready to happen. These thermonuclear weapons, we gonna see them in our lifetime, man. I promise you. Just like Hiroshima and Nagasaki seen it, you gonna see it in the landmass of America, man. Go ahead, I'll keep going.
Now it says, by these three was the third part of man killed.
You get that?
By the fire, by the smoke.
By the smoke. What happened? What do you see here? Fire and smoke. The prophets in the ancient world didn't have the word nuke. They didn't have the word missile. So they're describing to you what they seen in a vision. Now we're here today to tell you the understanding of it. He said fire and smoke. Keep on.
He says, and by the brimstone.
Brimstone is a burning agent. Sulfur. What happened on Sodom and Gomorrah? Sulfur. I want you to go home, man. Check this out. Go on YouTube and type in Sodom and Gomorrah found. If you check it out right now, there's a documentary where they found Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And they found little balls of sulfur, man. Little balls of sulfur. You check me out, bro. Go to YouTube and type in Sodom, Sodomme, or Sodom. It'll pull it up in Gomorrah found. And you see the documentary right there, that first one? No, it should be found. No, just type in found at the end. Type in found.
The sulfur is gonna be under the ground.
Bam, right there. That first one, my man. That's what's gonna ready to get it happen. Keep going.
It says, and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouths.
Because that would happen with the warheads, man. The modern day form of sulfur is what? Those nuclear fuels, those plutonium. All right, keep going.
It says for their power is in their mouth.
And you have something called fusion bombs. Okay? It's gonna all these things are gonna be used, man. Keep going.
And in their tails.
In their tails, that's where you have the fuel to propel them. That it propels that missile, man. That's what makes it go into the atmosphere and come back down to onto the land below. That's what you're seeing. That's what's being described in the ancient in Revelation, man.
The tail what propels it up.
Yup.
But you gotta remember when it gets so high, the tail falls off.
Exactly.
It don't take it all the way. It falls off, and then what? The head, which is the lion, which is described the lion, it comes through the atmosphere, breaks up to different smart bombs.
And some of those have thrusters too. If you see the actual breakdown, they have little thrusters that shoot it to spin it. When it comes back down to the planet Earth, it shoots thrusters to spin it down to have it's a corkscrew effect to make it have a position, what's a precise precision strike, man. Keep going,
And it says For their powers in their mouth.
The power's in their mouth. The power's in the front of that missile, man.
Yeah.
What do you have here? This is the mouth of the missile. This is where the plutonium's at. This is where that fuel is at. This is what's going to destroy majority of you people, man. You think it's a game, man. You can laugh all you want. This is happening, man. Why do you think these weapons have been formed on the planet Earth? They're not for games. They're not for slumber parties, man. Keep going.
And then their tails were like unto serpent.
And like unto serpent, like the brother just said. They propel them out into outer space. That's why it's called an ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, man. That tail is the power, the missile lodge that shoots it into the atmosphere. And it comes back down and it releases the warhead. Keep going.
And that head.
And had what?
Head.
Had what?
Head.
What is this? A warhead. We didn't make this up, man. We didn't make this up. This is the prophecy of the Most High, man. Why y'all out here playing? It's gonna catch you, man. Keep going, bro.
It says, and with them do they hurt.
The head's hurt. It says the head is what's gonna hurt, man. When these nuclear weapons hit the planet Earth, the warhead is what's gonna destroy, man. And we waiting on that time because this place gotta go, man. There's enough wickedness, it's gotta go. You got transgenders, you got homosexuals, you got sodomites, you got lesbians, you got fucking pedophiles, man. What else can go wrong, man?